The previous 7-minute segment summarized the lawsuit. If you have learned enough to schedule an interview with the author, send an email to authors@thetaskforce.info. If you would like to know more, continue watching this video. The next 5-minute segment explains what you can do. What you can do. 4 steps are necessary to save our civilization. Step 1. We must expose the most costly deception ever perpetrated on humankind. We call it the psychology and counseling scam. This book and an aggressive ongoing media campaign will serve as a perpetual fan on a flame. However, little will happen without your participation. Public support is much like fuel. Without fuel, there can be no fire. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead. Become an advocate and tell everyone you know. Better yet, read the book and become an expert. You will enjoy the satisfaction of having started the next great world debate. Step 2. Gravity theory must be verified, endorsed, and adopted by the science community. Because the APA is culpable in facilitating the deception, we are asking the APA to shorten the otherwise expected lengthy process. We are encouraging the APA's participation with the threat of a class action lawsuit. We are collecting the names of citizens that have suffered damages as a result of the scam. In short, we are creating a list of plaintiffs. If you or a family member fit or can fall into one or more categories of plaintiffs, help save America and our civilization by joining those who have suffered damages from the scam. See the book for details. Step 3. Gravity theory must be applied correctly and universally to our nation's social problems. About 100,000 administrators, legislators, and judges make decisions on our behalf. They must learn immediately that spring theory is wrong and how to apply gravity theory correctly. Educators, authors, reporters, editors, producers, and entertainers must also be informed so that they help change the direction of the world. In total, 300,000 citizens in America influence the public. It will take $1 billion to inform all of them in a timely manner. A task force has been established to procure from government, corporations, and billionaires what is needed. For information on the task force, go to thetaskforce.info. A message to government. In 2008, you raided the public treasury to bail out millionaires who mismanaged their business interests. A mere 1,000th of what you gave away is needed to repair the damage done over the last 60 years and change the direction of America and free nations around the globe. The decision you make now is critical to our survival and way of life. If you do not act on this opportunity to save America and our civilization, you will be held accountable and individually charged with negligence. A message to chief executives. You are in a position of influence and have enormous resources at your disposal. Naturally, you must protect your lofty position and the company you represent. This is why membership in the task force is anonymous. The psychology and counseling scam features information that is applicable to business. I teach clients how to increase market share by applying gravity theory to their advertisement. I limit clients to 1 per industry and represent only those who are members of the task force. A message to multi-billionaires. The greater part of your wealth is protected from fiscal collapse. However, social implosion will prove to be troublesome. With every storefront broken, what part of your privileged lifestyle will not be compromised? Even an unsophisticated investor knows it would be wise to spend $1 billion to stave off economic collapse and social implosion. Only then will you be able to continue to enjoy your many privileges. In other words, if you don't pay a lot now, it will cost you everything later. Step 4. We must ensure that gravity theory is applied correctly and universally to social problems. Step 3 is that gravity theory must be applied to social problems correctly and universally. This step, step 4, is insurance that step 3 is done. The present political system is laced with flaws and problems, resulting in partisanship, favors, and pressure that causes representatives to not do what is best for America and its citizens. The Patriot Party was formed to ensure gravity theory is applied to social problems correctly and universally, ensuring solvency. Creditors will be supportive once they see America is back on the road to health and longevity. For information on the Patriot Party, go to patriotparty.info. These are the highlights of the Patriot Party. It's internet-based, free to join, and easy to become a candidate. The platform is fixed and visible, circumventing the need to campaign, fundraise, and pander for votes. Because the platform is fixed and patriots pledge to support it, lobbyists will lose their power and influence. Members can opt to become a delegate. Delegates meet at coffee shops and select candidates for office. The platform is founded on 2 strategies and 45 tactics that ensure the solvency and leadership of America. The 2 strategies are 1. Apply gravity theory correctly and universally, and 2. Fix everything wrong with the political process by adopting the bidirectional system. A video on the bidirectional system is being prepared. We can summarize what you can do. Become an advocate and tell everyone you know. Better yet, read the book and become an expert. You will enjoy the satisfaction of having started the next great world debate. If you are a family member fit or can fall into one or more categories of plaintiffs, help save America and our civilization by joining those who have suffered damages from the scam. See the book for details. And finally, join the Patriot Party to ensure gravity theory is applied correctly and universally to social problems. Your participation will help ensure the success of America, preserving our way of life. For information on the Patriot Party, go to patriotparty.info. The previous 5-minute segment explained what you can do. If you have learned enough to schedule an interview with the author, send an email to authors@thetaskforce.info. If you would like to know more, continue watching this video. The last 3-minute segment paints the big picture. The application of gravity theory will produce results like the cure for degenerative disease. Consider the following analogy. Symptoms of worsening social problems and runaway debt indicate society has acquired a disease that has proved to be deadly if not treated. Research and analysis reveals that the disease is a complacent and dependent public. It was acquired from long-term exposure to a newly identified poison called spring theory. An antidote has been discovered. To counteract the poison and cure the disease, gravity theory must be applied regularly, consistently, and at once. Gravity theory describes, explains, and predicts the motivation behind the decisions and behavior of human beings. Consequently, questions that have perplexed scientists and philosophers for centuries can now be answered with ease. Gravity theory answers every long-standing question regarding the nature of human beings. Here are a few classic questions that can finally be answered with certainty. Note that these questions appear on the back cover of The Essence of Man, Volume 1, in the Humanology series. What is the source of our good and evil inspirations? Why do people respond differently to the same stimuli? What exactly is the emotional component of addiction? What causes people to lean left or right politically? What will it take to fix the education system? What is the best way to help the poor? Why does America have the highest per capita prison population in the world? Why are we attracted only to certain people and only some of the time? What causes the attraction in a relationship to wane, and how can we preserve it? How many kinds of love are there? What is the point and purpose of marriage? What causes some people to be more sexual than others? Why have the experts not been able to answer the pleasure versus pain controversy? What is the secret to success in romance? What is the formula for fulfillment in marriage? Why do children make so many mistakes despite having been given the answers beforehand? Why do representatives continually make the wrong decisions? Why is it that public programs exacerbate social problems? How can we take the big money out of politics? How do we fix the political system so it empowers America? These are just a few long-standing questions that can now be answered with ease. In fact, every question relevant to the human experience can be answered just by applying gravity theory. We are faced with the following inescapable conclusion. Discovering that gravity theory explains the motivation behind human decisions and behavior marks the long awaited awakening of the human species. The previous 3-minute segment painted the big picture. This completes the promotional and informational video featuring the book The Psychology and Counseling Scam. To download a free copy of the book, visit the following link. To schedule an interview with the author, send an email to authors@thetaskforce.info.